Hey guys, this is Catherine with Oracle Intuitions. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a weekly zodiac reading for the week leading into April. So from March 28th to April 4th, we're going to be taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. So as you know, it's been a hot minute since I've been able to do a weekly reading. As many of you that watch the channel know, last year was a little bit difficult with losing both of our parents and just other things kind of going on. So having to deal, with all of the things that happen after people pass away and stuff. So I'm back now, and also we're going to be continuing our live shows on Wednesday. So make sure that you click the notification bell so that you do get the notifications of when our live shows are coming on. As many of you again may know, if you're watching the live shows, Brandon did have to move, and it's just been a matter of him getting a good Wi-Fi signal in order for us to be able to do the live shows, because he is my partner on that, and we'll be coming back just as soon as possible. It may be this week, it may not be until next week, but we are trying our hardest to come back on and to do the live shows for you. So in the meantime, we are going to be doing the weekly horoscope shows. Weekly horoscope readings. I hope to continue these. So again, thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks for clicking the notification bell, and let's get into it and let's see what's happening for this week ahead. Also, for those of you that wish a personal reading, make sure you contact me at www.oracleintuitions.com, and make sure you follow my Instagram and my Facebook page as well under Oracle Intuitions. Thanks so much. Have a great week and see you soon. Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading for March 28th to April 3rd. We're going to be taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest you take a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. All right, so let's get into it, and let's see what's coming through for Scorpio with the mind, body, and spirit. More shuffles. Okay, let's take a look. For the mind, we have the Star, and it's coming through with the Seven of Swords. Interesting, because when I was shuffling for you, Scorpio, the Seven of Swords actually kept coming out. It kept flying out of my deck before I turned on the recording, and I found that really interesting. We also have the Chariot with the Page of Wands. So in the body position, we have the Chariot. In the spirit position, the Page of Wands. It's interesting though, within the mind, we have this Star with the Seven of Swords. So I feel like there's something that you want to move towards, or maybe perhaps you still have hope and you have faith for, but it feels as though either your own possible, when we have the Seven of Swords comes in, the Seven of Swords can represent trickery, deceit, maybe failings of some sort, hiding things not being, brought to the surface. It's basically, it can represent dishonesty. So within the mind space, I feel like you do have hope and you have faith for something. It feels as though that you want to move forward towards something. Maybe perhaps, you're wanting to move towards a relationship, maybe a new career, maybe whatever it is. But what's happening here is that while your mind still has this hope and this faith, and you're seeing the possibilities that are coming through with this, we have the Seven of Swords coming in, which is deceit, okay, or dishonesty, or again, past disappointments. So maybe perhaps for you, you're looking at things in a past disappointment way. Well, it didn't work out last time. I don't know if I should, really move forward with this. I've had, crappy relationships. Do I really want to take a chance with this relationship that I feel hope and faith for? Maybe perhaps it's career or jobs or whatever it is. In the past I was disappointed, but I still have this hope and faith. I want to make it work. I want to, move forward with this. I want to release the fears that I have around this, is where I feel that your mind space is at. So in the body, we have the Chariot. So it feels as though for some of you, you might be just going through the motions of something. All right. Or you're trying to move forward, but I don't know if all of that energy is quite there yet. Okay, it feels as though, you know, when you just do something because you know at the end there might be a reward for it. Or let's say, you know, let's say you're working in a career and you know you're putting a lot of effort into a particular project or whatever it is, but you know there's this part of you like, is this going to end up anywhere? Is this gonna, you know, should I continue to move forward? And I feel like what spirit is saying to you here is keep the momentum. All right, but do it in a balanced way. Try to balance out these energies of the star and the seven of swords. Right, you have this hope and this faith, and you know it feels really good when you think about the situation, but then you're going into this negative mindset. And what I'm getting with this chariot, this needs to be balanced out. So still have hope and faith towards what it is that you're trying to reach or motivate yourself to, but don't get caught in the energy of the seven of swords. It's really showing here, especially with the page of wands, is by taking that initiative, there could be something new, a new energy brought forth. Maybe you're scared because in the past you weren't completely honest with somebody, and so you're scared that a new relationship or a relationship that you want to continue forward on, you know, might hold the energy of whatever this is, this seven of swords. But it also could be the fact that you know, maybe somebody was dishonest towards you, and again, you know, can I put that energy towards this new thing? Can I put my hope and my faith into this? I still have this roaming around in my head. I still have these negative thoughts that I'm hanging on to, or these fears, or whatever it is that's, you know, sort of playing against your conscious and unconscious mind. So what I'm getting from spirit though is try to release these fears, because this does feel like a project or a relationship or whatever this is relating to does have the potential to go where your desires are leading you towards. It's almost as though spirit is drawing you towards something, but your conscious or subconscious mind is pulling you away. It's like you're overthinking. You feel the hope and desire in your heart, but your mind is heading this way. So you need to really balance these energies out. So let's get some clarification and see what's coming in and see what's happening, and what guidance spirit has for you at this moment. Right. Guidance for Scorpio. Guidance for Scorpio. I'm just going to put this back up. I'm going to put that in place to hold them so they're not falling down all the time. Right, give me one sec. And one more shuffle. All right, what guidance does spirit have for Scorpio? The seeker. Yeah, the seeker. So you're seeking, right? You're seeking, but you're seeking within your heart. You're seeking within your mind. You're looking for the right route is what I keep feeling. The right route. What is the right route to take? I'm really getting here that for a lot of you, this is about following your heart, okay? You know, we have to shut sometimes our mind down. We have to release those fears. We have to release that overthinking, that over analyzing. Yeah, you know, things might have been crap in the future. Maybe you had relationships that didn't work out. But are you really giving your heart a chance? Are you really following your heart towards what it is? Have you been deceptive with somebody in the past, or was somebody deceptive with you? Maybe it's time again to release that and allow new things to come in. Just because there was disappointment, maybe, you know, somebody or yourself wasn't being as honorable as they could have been. That doesn't mean that you can't be honorable now. Look inside of yourself. Look inside with the Seeker card. Look inside. Look deep into the core of who you are and present that person or present that energy is what I'm getting. We have withdrawal. So it's interesting because we have this Chariot, and again, the unbalance that we had coming in with that. So the Chariot really talks about moving forward, but again, it has to be in a balanced place. Maybe this is the time to just withdraw a little bit into yourself to really figure out the balance of moving forward. It doesn't mean that you still can't proceed with your plans or move ahead, but taking that time, withdrawing a little bit, and it doesn't need to be for weeks or months or even really days. It's just taking a little bit of time and saying, What is the fear? What's the fear that is holding me back? What is the past deception possibly? Or what was that past dishonesty, again, whether from myself or for somebody else, that may be preventing me from moving forward or giving me that energy of fear for moving forward? And it's time to just, withdraw, go into yourself and just figure it out a little bit. And then we have fate. See the fate coming through. I feel like it's interesting because when we have the star card really also talks about fate. And it almost feels as though for some reason, what you're doing here is you're allowing these past energies or whatever is going on within your mind, the overthinking, overanalyzing, is preventing you from going towards your fate. Because the star card very much does also represent fate. Fate, hope, faith, knowing that, you're heading towards something bigger. And I feel like with this Page of Wands, this is really telling you, allow this new energy to come forward. Allow this energy. It doesn't need to be a new person or new job or new career. It's basically about new energy, bringing new energy into the life of whatever it is that you're seeking or desiring. Put it into a new place, a new perspective. Take a look at it from a different viewpoint, okay? And again, release these fears that have been holding you back. Release that energy of whatever is keeping you in a place of being stalled or taking a look at and continually going towards the past. Sometimes we need to withdraw to accept not only our own dishonesty and other people's dishonesty, but our own disappointments or the disappointments that we feel that others brought towards us, okay? Whatever this is. Going and withdrawing into yourself may just give you a new perspective. It may allow you to look at things from all points of view, not just your own point of view. And I feel like that might be necessary for some of you. All right, so let's get some more messages from the universe and see what's coming through. All right. And this might be some shadow work that that you're supposed to be looking into. This could have to do with some direction that Spirit's asking you to take. All right, so cards are coming through. Radical self-love. We can only receive love to the extent that we unconditionally love and live the truth of ourselves. So again, I do feel a lot of withdrawal needs to happen here. It's not only about what things that, you may possibly have done or others have done to you. It's, are you coming from a place of not only, love for others, but love for yourself? All right. And it's about forgiveness too. This is really about forgiving others, forgiving yourself, looking at this again from a new perspective, but going and withdrawing into yourself and recognizing the qualities that you have to bring your desires forward. We have the inner life. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. It's interesting. I'm really getting here, especially with, we have these aging, women on here, aging people. And I feel like for some of you, there's an energy here of something's too late. Like maybe you're feeling it's too late. I already screwed up in the past. It's too late. I've had people hurt me. I don't know if this will ever, happen again. It's too late. Like I'm getting this real too late energy. And what I'm also getting though, that's just from the images. But when you look at, the sayings and what the cards represent, we have inner life. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. It's time to go inside yourself. It's never too late. It's never too late to bring love forth. It's never too late to, start a new job or new career or start doing the things that truly make you happy on the inside. And are you following what's being brought to you on the inside, or are you focusing in on the Seven of Swords energy instead of what could possibly be your fate? What you're meant to be doing, or who you're meant to be with? What is it that you're, why are you trying to push something away instead of trying to bring it forward or allowing it to come forward? And it's time, again, going into yourself, looking at this. And, again, it's never too late is what I keep hearing. We also have here radical self-acceptance. You are perceived the way you perceive yourself. So this is really a lot of inner work that needs to, maybe perhaps go on here. Again, if you've been dishonest with people in the past, or maybe perhaps you've been disappointed or had other people be dishonest towards you, it's time to really look at that and ask yourself, did I just learn a lesson for that? Maybe that was just for me to learn a lesson. Maybe it was for me to release some sort of sense of ego. Maybe it was for me to learn a lesson about who I can trust, who is there for me. Am I placing my attentions towards those that truly don't matter, instead of the ones that have always been there to support me and care for me and love me, and and all of this stuff, right? Have I been dishonest to the people in the past, or if people that I felt that had my back, did they disappoint me? And I feel like this is kind of going in and really working through some of those perceptions or narratives, I want to say narratives, that we tell ourselves. But again, look at it from all points of view instead of just perhaps the view of our own ego. And once we do that and we allow ourselves to release those energies, we can now start heading towards what is to be our fate, where we're supposed to go, where we're following our heart towards, with what it is that we want, that abundance that we want to receive. But we have to let go of these old fears and old narratives first. So let's take a look at relationships and see what's coming through. Let me just find my cards. So relationships for Scorpio. Paradise. We have Coffin, and we have Love. Interesting. All right, so first of all, first card coming through was Paradise. So we have happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. We also have the Coffin, which talks about endings, but they also bring new beginnings. So I feel, going back to what we were talking about, especially with that Seven of Swords energy, it's really talking about ending these narratives, ending these projections that we had within ourselves, ending these things that are holding us back. I feel like it's now time to actually take that step forward. We have that happiness, but we've also got the love, the unconditional love. We also have self-love, once again, coming through. Oneness, passionate, affection, and attraction. So if this does have to do with a romantic relationship, although it doesn't need to, it could have to do with, as it says, self-love. It could have to do with friends, family, co-workers. Take it as it resonates with you. Something does need to end. And I do feel that it has to do with the ending of, perhaps, Seven of Swords. Maybe it has to do with the ending of dishonesty. Whether you've been dishonest with yourself or other people, or allowing yourself, to really look at things from a true manner, and not the perception or the narrative that you keep trying to bring through from yourself. All right? It's just taking a look at things in a different way. So let's get some clarification and see what's coming in. Two more cards. Okay, first card coming through, we have the Garden. Public venues, society, crowds, audience, party meetings, event, a date, community, outdoors, playing field. For some of you, you might have to put on a false mask because of the public. Maybe for some of you, you're a public figure, or you're in the public, and maybe you feel that you have to be, again, put on a mask. You can't really allow yourself to show who you truly are, or what it is that you're truly desiring, or who you truly want to be with, because of some perception within your mind that you can't be with a particular person, or you can't be particularly honest, okay? And I do feel that, again, it's interesting coming in with that Coffin, that has to end, all right? If people, no matter who you are, whether you're a public figure or maybe perhaps you're just known by a lot of people, or maybe perhaps it's friends and family that are pressuring in some way. This is not your true self to put on this fakeness, this falsity. All right, it's time to start presenting who you truly are, or who it is that you truly want to be with. That's what I keep getting from this. And again, ending the old narratives and the old mindsets that we kept telling ourselves. It's time to end that. All right. We also have Queen of Fire, Leo, timing 7 to 14 days. So with the fire sign coming through, so some of you might have this as a moon. Maybe perhaps this is in one of your it's one of your planets or one of your astrological signs in your placements, I meant to say. But, it really talks about carrying authoritative, determined, warm, active, generous, strength. It's really the strength card coming through here. And I really feel like this is the time to be strong. Again, release these energies that, aren't who you are. All right. Even if you were deceptive in the past, or maybe if perhaps people were deceptive towards you, it doesn't mean that that defines you in any way. You can release that energy, and it's time to be strong. Again, remove the mask and start moving forward. And it's interesting that it talks about that 7 to 10 days because of the fact that, this is technically, even though we're filming this on, I think it's March 23rd or something, this isn't until next week. So maybe, take this time over the next, week or two to really start looking into who it is that you are, what it is that you're desiring, what is the fate, what is your fate, what is it that you're heading towards. And the last card got coming through, we have the Stork, transformation, change, active, renew, restless, arrive, depart, move, renovate, pregnancy, birth, etc., etc. But basically what this Stork is talking about is the transformation card. This is almost like the death card to some degree, right? This is the death card. And it's really talking about transformation. So again, transformation, move. What is this? The coffin, all right? Endings, new beginnings, transformation, endings, new beginnings, arrive, depart. It's time to release that old energy and come into who it is that you are to be. Follow your own fate. Follow the fate that you have within your heart, all right? Follow the energy that your heart is guiding you towards. All right, let's get a closing message from the universe and see what is coming through. Closing message for Scorpio from the universe. Caterpillar, opportunity. There's an opportunity here for you. What does the caterpillar do? Interesting enough, transform, right? It goes into its cocoon and it transforms. This is an opportunity for you to grow not only yourself, but also your soul. It's time to let go of those old thought patterns, those old behaviors, and it's time to transform yourself into something truly, truly beautiful. So I hope this has helped, guys. Have an amazing week. See you next time. And don't forget, if you wish a personal reading, contact me at oracleintuitions.com. Take care.